Well, we're in what I find a very comfortable time of year because I feel like it gives me a little cushion. It's that liminal time between Thanksgiving and December 1st when all the holiday activity, Christmasizing and all of that begins December 1st. So I like having this little bit of a cushion with a few days left in November to kind of reset and refresh my mindset going into the holidays and kind of get things cleaned up. So I actually still have out, since it's still November, some of my Thanksgiving decorations, and I'll leave them out for a day or two more before all the pumpkins and gourds and everything give way to the holiday decorations. So here's my question of the day for you. I know a lot of people overlap now their Thanksgiving and their Christmas, but if you are somebody who keeps them separate like I do, you've got your Thanksgiving and then you've got your holidays. Stuart's laughing at me. Do you immediately put up your Christmas stuff, or do you kind of give yourself a little bit of a chance to reboot before you start putting up your holiday decorations? Well, for me, I like it because I can use these days to go through what holiday decor I have, get my outside wreaths up, do that kind of thing, and then hit the ground running. Now, this year I wouldn't say I'm downsizing so much as I just am curating. I want to get rid of stuff that no longer appeals to me. It might still have value and appeal to somebody else, but I want to just reduce, because increasingly I like things to be simpler. And what decor I have, I also like to be more natural. So I have probably 8 of these tubs down in my basement. I'm going to bring them up. I've brought up, actually Stuart helped me. I've brought up a few of them, and Stuart's laughing because we were getting up and down my 1935 tight steps and with no limbs injured. We did laugh at each other a little bit, but I'm going to go through these and I'm going to decide what I want to keep or not. Now, this is a Christmas card holder. I recognize it. And for years, I used to have it hanging in a certain place, actually in my laundry room. And as I got Christmas cards in, I would stick them in here. Well, you know what? Hardly anybody sells Christmas card or sends Christmas card gifts anymore. So I'm going to take off the little bell and I'm going to save it, because I can never have too many bells. Well, I say I'm going to do that easily and I can't. But I'm going to relegate this to either the giveaway or whatever. It's going to be outsourced. Now, typically when I do my Christmas, I'll have like a gold Christmas or a silver Christmas or whatever, but I seldom overlap too much. So I've got some things that I put in my gold Christmas category, and I love mixing these gold toned, these are really heavy, you guys, these gold toned pine cones with real pine cones. So these are going to be keepers, and I love the way they look with brass. And I'll show you guys how I style these things as I unpack them. Like, I love this little guy. Sometimes this little guy hangs on a stocking, but it's just sweet. It's another brass or gold tone pine cone. So I'm going to keep those over there because I know I want to keep those. Okay, I know these are also keepers because these are my stocking holders. So Stuart, here, can you feel with the other hand? So they're pretty heavy. So you just put these on your mantle like this. I'm probably not telling you guys anything you don't already know, but you put them on your mantle like that, and then you just hang your stockings off of it, and you don't have to, like in this case, this is a stone mantle piece, and there's no way to get a nail in it or anything. So I can just put these on and then hang my stockings off of them. So these are functional. These are keepers. Oh, and by the way, they're felt on the bottom, and so they won't scratch my wooden mantle piece in the living room. So those are going to be keepers. In fact, most of this that's in here will probably be keepers, because these are some of my traditional things. Okay, I love these toile stockings. These are my stockings. I've got 4 of them. Oh, see, there's another one of those hanging little pine cones. And these are what go on my mantle in the living room. and I will keep them. Now these are the pretty stockings. These are the faux stockings that are strictly for staging, and these are filled with cotton batting. So that way they're filled out to perfection all of the time. And then I usually tuck in greenery, maybe one special stocking stuffer in these, but these are more for styling, and I love these. I've had these for years. I think I got these at Williams-Sonoma originally, many, many years ago. So these are going to be keepers. And I'll show you how I style them, because I typically wrap little packages and things and put them in there, and they're kind of fun. Then I just have a hodgepodge. Okay, my friend Jenny, the bead buyer from Hobby Lobby, she buys me these little felt ornaments that I just think are hysterical. They actually remind me of my sister Meg. So I usually have these, and these are, I don't know if they'll hang on the tree this year. I don't know what will happen to those. And then I have a whole assemblage of wooden creatures that look, characters, I guess, that look very kind of German to me. And I have a number of these, and I typically, it would be the equivalent, I guess, of my little village, though my village is much smaller, and there are all these wooden people. And a lot of times I'll have this in my kitchen windowsill or something, but they're all wood, and they all look kind of old, and they all kind of tell a story. So I've got a few like those. And I don't know what I'll do with those this year. But these are all keepers, so I shouldn't maybe go through these too much. Here's some more pine cones that I'll keep. Here's some more little wooden guys, wooden horses that go with my little wooden theater stage set that I have. I got this in Santa Fe, this terracotta Santa. And it's actually a bell. And I got this in Santa Fe years ago. So I will keep that, and that will go someplace. And then, okay, so here are some other things that I may not be keeping. Okay, I used to have more of, maybe almost like a Victorian look in some of my Christmas stuff. And I've grown kind of tired of that. Again, lots of my ornaments and things are nature inspired. So I have some things that are kind of more Victorian. I've had them for years. So because I've had them for a long time, it's hard to get, it may be hard to get rid of them. But nevertheless, I think he may have to go.
A little creepy.
He is a little creepy. I admit that. He is a little creepy. I used to have him, those are fighting words, Stuart. But I used to have him, he always used to hang on a pole, one of my floor lamps like this, and I thought it was so clever and so cute. But I don't know. I think he's going to have to go. So I'm sorry, Santa, but you're in the gotta go pile, I think. Oh, this is just a sweet little porcelain ceramic statue that has lots of detail to it, and I got that as a gift from someone. Okay, this is a cheap, but one of my very favorite things that I do every year. I'll show you. This is just one of those cheap Santa hats that I've attached some bells to, but what I like to do is hang it from the corner of some of my really serious portraits or things, hang it like this, tuck in some greeneries, and I kind of like that. So this is a keeper, Stuart. Okay, here's another one of those Santas that is, I don't know if he's creepy or not, but I think he's, but I don't know. I'm just not into these kind of things right now. So this may be one I ask you guys, thumbs up or thumbs down. Shall I stay or shall I go? I guess this just isn't my kind of decor so much anymore. I'm just not that fancy anymore. So what do you think, Stuart? Stay or go?
It's not as creepy.
Not as creepy. You can swing both ways. I don't know. I think this one might go or might stay. We'll put him in the undecided pile. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, now these are some of my nearest, dearest things because these are handiwork, and these are my kid. This is one of my boys' real stockings. So I needle pointed this many, many years ago for my son Johnny, and this is what he gets all of his stocking stuffers in. So this is the one that will travel with us when we go to Colorado or if we go out of town for Christmas. And I put those little bells on it, and I started this when he was a baby, and I actually finished it when I was pregnant with my second son, Jamie, when I got sick during my second pregnancy, and I was in the hospital, and I remember finishing this while I was in the hospital. So this one is very near and dear to me. That is handmade needlepoint, as is this sweet pillow, and this was a gift from a friend of mine, as was this little cat. This is also hand needle pointed from a friend of mine. I love those. And then this is from my very best friend, Dee Dee. She did this for me, and this is a kind of a gardening Santa. So I love this. These kind of things are very near and dear to me and very traditional. And then here is a needlepoint stocking that someone did for me. So it kind of matches that other needlepoint. And this is my stocking every year. This is what I get my stocking stuffer treats in. Guess who this belongs to, Stuart? Goose. This is Goose's stocking. Now this doesn't match the other ones, but it is very fun, and it came from my sister-in-law who got it, I can't remember, on one of her overseas trips. And this is Jamer's stocking, and he loves this, and this is what he gets his real stocking stuffers in. That one's kind of fun, isn't it? It is. It's very Jamer. And then actually, Dad doesn't really have a stocking. He and I kind of share a stocking. So that's just the way it is. And then I've got, it looks like in here, I've got some towels. So I haven't done very good at getting rid of too much stuff out of this one, Stuart. But I'll show you guys where I hang up all of these things. So do you guys do this? Do you go through your Christmas decorations beforehand and decide what you're going to keep and what you're going to get rid of, or what you're going to use this year and not use this year? And if you don't use it this year, do you just keep it in storage, or do you give it away to somebody, or give it away to your kids, or what? This is very dear. This is an Advent hanger, and this was made by a friend of mine who passed fairly recently, and you unknot, as each day goes by during Advent, you unknot one of the little bows there. It's just made of felt, and then typically it's got a bell on the end, and then I put something decorative at the top. So that is also a keeper. Oh, here are some of my favorite decorations. I love these, and these don't necessarily always go on the tree. You guys are probably appalled at my storage. I love all of these little knit and woven things. I think these are so, so dear. And one of these days, if I have grandchildren, these little knit things will be on it. Stuart laughed. Isn't that cute though, Stuart? That little ski sweater. I think these are just so dear. Really, really cute. I love these. Obviously, I like the things that are soft and kind of squishy and comfy. And then there's just a few bell down, jingle bell down. I've got a little Christmas. This was a gift from somebody, so I'll probably keep this. So that, I didn't get rid of very much stuff in there, Stuart. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'd already gotten rid of some of the stuff that was in there. Okay, this is more big stuff. Okay, here is a candy box that I saved just because it was a fun box, but I think I'm going to give that away. These are fun trees because I think they look so real. So these I'm going to keep, and I always typically decorate these as if they were real. So I may put them in pots. I don't know that I'll have the cardinal on it or not, but tell me if you guys like these. These are made out of plastic. I seldom buy anything plastic anymore, but these I do keep because I think they look so real. And I can have these on a mantle and they won't dry out, because that's a problem that we have with any kind of live greenery here, whether we use it inside or outside. The greenery dries so quickly that it is dead and done long before the big day arrives. So that's always problematic. I've had these on the bar before. I've had them in different places, but I think those are kind of cute, don't you, Stuart? So I think I'll keep those. And oh, I'm seeing something I think I'm going to get rid of. There's another buddy. So I've got some fake garland. And I used to put this and wind it around the steps, the banner on my steps. I'm just not into fake greenery too much anymore. So I think I've had this for years and years. I don't really like to use fake greenery on my mantle. I know a lot of you have to because you're allergic, and I certainly understand that. But for some reason, this just doesn't speak to me anymore. And I don't know, I may give this away. It was not inexpensive. I just think somebody else could put it to better use. What'd you say, Stuart? I just think somebody else could put it to better use, and it takes up a lot of storage space. So I think this might need to be donated to somebody who can put it to better use. That's another question I guess I have. Do you guys use real greenery or faux greenery? And this even has some seeded eucalyptus faux greenery in it. So I don't know. I think this may have to go, because I'm more about natural things in the house now. It's easier to take down and it doesn't get so dusty. So there's my bin number 2. Stuart, do we have any time for bin number 3? We have already run out of time, you guys. So see, this is why you do it in that period between Thanksgiving and Christmas, when you can go through more of your stuff. If you guys have any ideas on where I should put some of these things that you've just seen in my house, then let me know and I might take you up on it. So there you go. I've got 3 more tubs to go through. And hopefully I will at least have reduced my storage capacity by about a tub's worth of Christmas stuff from going through these tubs that I brought up today. So you guys let me know how it's going at your house as you get ready to festivize for the holiday season. See you later. Well, today it's all about being a Christmas elf. So I have on one of my favorite aprons that you've seen before. I adore these. These are from World Market, and I can't remember. I think they're only like $20 or something. I'll try to put a link because they would make a great Christmas gift. I think they're really kind of stylish in an artisanal kind of way. Don't you, Stuart? I really like them. So I've got this one in gold. I've got another one in kind of gray. And then after that, it's just all about paying my dues. I've just got workout clothes underneath this. Doesn't really matter what they are. I've got a pair of Lands' End leggings, just a Nike top, and my Puma tennis shoes, because I have to pay the piper and work out after I shoot this video. And so there you go, my outfit as it is today. Oh, my earrings. I do have on earrings, and these belong to my second mom. They're little sterling silver loops. So there you go.